Welcome, everyone, to the GlitchxCity podcast. I'm your host, Uncle G, and with me is a man who plays Duck Dynasty, Drip Media Gaming. Record this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere to listen to podcasts. Help become a member of this podcast and really help us out and support us, because I won't say the other line because we haven't done it in like 3 months, so I apologize for that, members. But again, at some point, we'll make it up to you. Drip, I love here getting us demonetized right away by using the gun hands. Gotta love it. How you doing this week, man?
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. That wasn't even me. That was you.
Sure.
You did that. You did that. Why are you trying to blame that on
Drip
me?
and Dweeb. That's right. The Jip and Dweeb podcast. Guys, this is a weird one because we had technical issues, and that soured my night. So I'm going to be a sourpuss right now. Drip is going to have to provide the source of entertainment tonight because I'm going to be poo-poo.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's not my night.
Yes, speaking of not our night, it's been 2 months since the Switch 2 has come out. Drip. 2 months. Has it been a disappointment? We're asking the question tonight. Tonight's a question asking. If you want to chime in the live chat, feel free. Wherever you're watching this or listening to the show, if you want to tune in the chat and the comments, I read all of them, by the way. Feel free to let us know. In your humble opinion, is the Switch 2 been a disappointment up this far? It's a legitimate question. One person could see it one way, another person can see it the other way. We're having a discussion tonight about it. Drip. Before we do that, though, let's do the ad right away, Drip. Just because it's airy, it's fun, right? Let's do it.
It's good. It's good.
And that's right. This is the start of the ad, which I was not ready for, but why'd I press the button? I don't know. Here we go. Drip, this podcast is sponsored by Savage Raven. And I'm sorry, I've already messed up your ad, Savage Raven. My apologies, but like I said, I'm a sourpuss tonight, and these are for comedy anyway. But yeah, this podcast is sponsored by Savage Raven, and the Switch 2 is here. It's been 2 months already, dude. It's heavier than ever, which is a great reason to pick up a grip from today's sponsor, Savage Raven. And again, if you didn't know, formerly known as Skull & Co., same company, same people. Make a ton of products.
You know what? Before you go any further, I do want to say, a lot of people don't realize that it's the same company. I see comments on the videos I've made about this. It's like, oh my God, that's Skull. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, people don't realize that. So it's good to still say, go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. This whole thing's already messed up anyway, so it's fine. They got a ton of products, but the thing we're highlighting tonight, because Drip has it in hand, I have yet to try. I'm going to try it at some point here. And that is going to be the brand new grip case from Savage Raven, Drip. How is it? What do you think of it? What is it?
I did. I'm gonna do a little bit of promotion. I did put a video out on it like yesterday, so you can go watch that if you want. But I'll tell you right now, I do believe this is going to replace the Neo Grip for me. If you know anything about me and my Switch 2 handheld habits, it involves the Neo Grip. The grip case is better. I like it better. It's more comfortable. I like basically everything about it. You get everything you like about the what's the other one? The stand grip. Is that what it's
the
called?
stand grip. Yeah, it's a very solid product for what
stand grip.
Yeah.
But you get these. You get the same thing the Neo Grip has. You get the replaceable things. Plus, the stand grip cover fits on the front, so you get it all. You really get everything you want. And this has replaced the Neo Grip for me. It's very nice. It is available on their website right now, and it's what? I don't remember the price.
Not important, Drip. You find it on the website, and you can use the link down below. Not an affiliate link, just simply a link that you can click to buy the product. And if you use code DRIP, what is it?
Drip Media.
Drip Media. 10% off. That is correct. Thank you, Savage Raven, for sponsoring today's episode. Remember what you're supposed to do at the end of these ads, Drip? What are you supposed to do? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, I got it. Ready?
Yeah,
Took me a minute. Sorry.
Look at that. Perfect. Banana. Okay. This podcast is brought to you by Skull & Co. Savage Raven. It's also brought to you by technical issues. Again, for those of you hanging out in the chat, we appreciate you sticking around for all the nonsense that's happened for the past 40 minutes or so. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're like, what are you talking about, Jeep? And that's because we edit these live streams into a podcast. Isn't that cool how we do that? It's great.
It's so great. It's wonderful.
Speaking of great, Switch 2, no matter what criticism I can come up with for this device, which I'm going to pull out of my dock right now, Hashtag show me your doctorate. I love this thing. I love this thing more than you guys can know. Like, I love this thing so much. This is this is how I butter the Switch 2 up before I start talking trash on it tonight. But I really do. This thing is like everything that we wished and dreamed for in the Switch 2. But there are some things that are disappointing.
Hardware-wise, I am satisfied.
Yeah. I mean, we could use better battery life, but other than that, I don't think
it's that bad. I don't play long enough for it to be that big of a problem for me, and I don't play that far away from home for it to be that big of a problem for me.
I just don't like to have to charge it every single time. Like, because it gets dead pretty much every time you use it or gets close to it, you have to recharge it, which is more cycles on the battery, which means that it's not going to last as long. So, that's the part about it that bothers me.
New ones as soon as they announce the new one, we're both going to be buying it anyway. Like, why are you so worried about that? don't worry about it. As soon as they announce a new version of this, they're going to be like, oh yeah, you got a blue one? What's that for?
Yeah.
Pikmin 4 re-release? Cool. Yeah, let me get that.
Right. So yeah, the Switch 2 hardware, minus maybe one or two things, is perfect as it is. Like, we love this thing. But there's some things, it's mostly game related, that kind of are disappointing when it comes to the Switch 2. And we're going to talk about some things where we're going to talk about from the perspective of where we thought we'd be after 2 months of the Switch 2. Okay? You guys want to play along at home here? And if you want to tell us what you think, where did the chat, where did you guys think we'd be right now with the Switch 2? And here's kind of some things that I wrote down here ahead of time where I thought we'd be by now. Number one, first and foremost, Drip, a Nintendo Direct, and not a partner Direct and not an indie Direct, which is happening tomorrow.
Right, yeah.
A full Nintendo Direct, 40 minutes of Nintendo gaming content. Okay. 2 months, man. It's too much to ask in 2 months.
We can start there because, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe Switch 1 era, if I'm not mistaken, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I do believe we got the Switch in early March and got our first Direct, full Direct with lots of shit in April. Now, I could be wrong, but they came out heavy hitting, like, on it. And I figured, they had such success with what they did with that. We're probably just going to watch them do the same thing. It's probably going to be a mirror of that. I will say, the partner Direct to start things out was not exactly what I was expecting, but I do want to say this as well. Obviously, that partner Direct was not what we wanted. Like, there were some cool things. There were some highlights. We'll give it that. That's fine.
Hey, we'll talk about one real quick. Elliot, you have not tried it yet. But Elliot,
I haven't downloaded. I still haven't played it. Yeah, Elliot.
If you guys didn't hear about Elliot, and you like Zelda, which a lot of you guys in the chat like Zelda because we like Zelda. That's why you guys are here. Some of you, at least. Elliot is great. Download it. It's free demo on Switch 2. Download it. It is a ton of fun. It's reminiscent of a lot of 2D Zelda games. And I feel like there's some 3D elements as well. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my whole thing with the partner Direct out of the gates here, I was like, it's fine. It's the Switch 2. Like, we totally see this thing has way more power. Third parties have watched what the Switch did, and they're like, oh shit, we get more power. Like, they're ready for this. Like, the partner Directs aren't going to be what they used to be. They're going to be like powerhouse Directs. Those are going to be like the big ones.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I was wrong. I was wrong about that. At least for now, I was wrong about that because it definitely was not. There was some good stuff, and I don't want to take everything away and act like none of that was good because that's a lie. Clearly, that's not true. There were good things at this Direct. It was just not what we were expecting. Now we're going for an indie Direct, which is also fine. Like, indie Directs are a normal thing. We get them all the time. I question with the uncertainty around the Switch 2 because everyone was pumped about it, but then it's like, oh, well, it's not going to be this. It's not. Like, there's so many like different opinions on this thing. I'm very concerned about the fact that they didn't really try to jump out of the gates with this thing like they did with the Switch. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you just start barreling through this stuff like you did with the Switch? And I know it was a different time. I understand that.
Let's be specific about that.
Look at the sales of the Switch, or the Switch 2, I'm sorry. The Switch 2 sales right now are fucking incredible. They're outrageous. I mean, they didn't have that going on in the beginning of the Switch era. I mean, it was selling good, but it wasn't selling like this.
Well, let's tell the people, if you didn't hear already, that this is 25-day numbers. Okay, this is not 2 months where we're at now. This is just the last report that we got. 25 days in, the Switch 2 sold just under 6 million units in 25 days,
which decimates the previous record.
Every record book. It's the it's
not even close.
Top of the line.
I mean, it decimated the 1 month record in 4 days.
3
days. Excuse me. You're right. 3 days. My bad.
Don't shortchange it.
Okay, so that's kind of where you got to start with this. Like, in my head, coming from the Switch era, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we're probably going to get a lot of the same because it worked. You know what I mean? It worked. It was like, okay, we've seen them do this. That's the playbook. Not much has changed as far as the way you market games from then till now. It's basically the same. Their strategy is basically the same. 6-month window. That's usually what they stick with. It's clearly changed slightly because they are not doing the same thing at all. And they're going to be able to get away with it. I don't think it's like the end of the world at this point, but they're going to be able to get away with it. I'm interested to see what's at the the Indie Direct tomorrow.
Yep.
But that big Nintendo Direct, clearly we're waiting till September. We'll get into that later, but like, I understand what they're doing right now. If that is the case, like if that is the actual case, and it's like, yeah, we're just trying to get back on track with our regular Direct schedule. Cool. I get it. It's not like they're in a huge hurry. I mean, clearly they're selling, they've sold, triple what, the next company who's trying to sell a system did in the same amount of time. So they're not hurting. I don't know. It's weird. I really expected them to just jump out and really just start wowing us, and they haven't yet.
Yeah. Drip, I like to do this when there's a troll in our chat because everyone can see it. We all can see it. So I'm going to point out, I'm not giving them their clout, but I'm just going to say, we have a troll in the chat, everyone. We made it. We're here. We've done it. Hey, Drip, this is a scam. This Switch 2, it's a scam, man. All it is, Drip, all it is just for us to rent games from Nintendo servers. That's all this is. It doesn't do anything else. That's all it does, Drip. Just in case you didn't know that. That's all the Switch 2 is. Thanks, Troll, for making me laugh tonight. I need those laughs. We had a bad start to this show.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for that. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Where we leave off here? Ask me a question.
Okay. So I don't think we're in a bad place necessarily at this point, but it's not where I expected us to be. That's for sure. I really expected them to come out of the gates like they did with the Switch and really just start being like, 3D Mario. This, that, bam, 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 bam. I mean, listen, first year of the Switch. Let's go back real quick.
Yeah.
First year of the Switch. Launch game was Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would have been enough for the year.
Yeah, and especially for the kind of year we're having right now with Switch 2.
We also got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which, okay, whatever.
It was the
Wii U port.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No offense
to Donkey Kong, Drip, but that would, of course, Breath of the Wild.
And we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. But in that first year, we also got Mario Odyssey, which is, at this point, one of, if not the best 3D Mario game ever.
You can say it, Drip. It's actually one of the best video games of all time. And that's not even like Nintendo shill saying that. You can look at the well-credited, what is that company? What is that? What's their name?
Easily.
The people who score stuff. What is their name? I've totally Metacritic. They do the best that they can to, make that as general as possible, unbiased as possible. You get multiple people's opinions from other directions. The cumulative score, it's a 98, if I'm not mistaken, Drip. That's only 2 away from 100.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Not too many games are up there, Drip. So it's, again, it's one of the best of all time.
So that's their year one with the Switch. And
that's year one.
And there was
two of the best games of all time.
Yeah, that's their year one. Plus Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was, still arguably at this point, the way people are feeling about Mario Kart World, still probably the best Mario Kart there ever's been. And that's year one. So yeah, I mean, I was expecting right out of the gates for us to know about a lot of big shit coming this year, and we don't quite have that. We
No.
don't quite have that. And it's fine. It's fine. I think we're still in the area of like, this is totally okay, because you do have to think about this, and we'll dive deep into this as we go here, but I want everyone to kind of remember this point. When Nintendo put out the original Switch, they were not in the position that they are in right now.
No.
They were in a much more desperate position. They needed to have a year one like that. They needed it. The Wii U was a complete failure. They were coming off of that. They had just dumped all that money into the Switch production, all these games. Like, they needed this to work. So they front loaded it hard, very hard. They don't have to do that right now. So I'll give them that. I'll give them that. That's fine. Donkey Kong?
Yes, Joey Pitts with the 199. Appreciate you, man. Donkey Kong Bonanza can carry me 26 years.
I agree. I agree.
Super happy for you, man.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's fucking the only big game that we needed this year. Not that we might not get another one. Actually, maybe two.
I need one more.
We might get two more this year. We'll talk about that in a little bit on the show. But Donkey Kong is so good, and there's so much content to it that it could take us
2 games.
It could take us like through the year, like it by itself, and it offloaded by some other titles. I agree. Like we need other titles, but if Donkey Kong is the biggest game that Nintendo releases this year, that's a success.
It's still damn.
It's a success.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about Switch 1 era compared to this, and no, it doesn't compare.
No, like, and it's hard. You can't. It's unfair. It's unfair to compare. It literally had two of the best games of all time. But you have to not up for debate. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not up for debate. But you have to realize that was by design. They had to do that.
Right. I see what you're saying.
The Switch a success. It had to be a success. This was not like, oh, well, it's fine. It's going to sell good. We can make the longevity of it do that. No. That first year was like insanely crucial. It had to be great. And it was. And the next year was even better.
So are you saying that Nintendo is in a comfortable position right now, and are they getting a little bit too comfortable?
I don't think too comfortable yet, but yeah, I think they're feeling a little bit of comfort in the fact that they've sold as many Switch 1 units as they've sold. They see now, in 4 days they sold what? 4 million Switches?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. We're just selling a million units a day. It's whatever. Like, not a big deal. Like, we're good. Just hang out. We'll put them out when we want to put them out. People are buying it. I think the fact that they sold as many as they did in the first 3 days, and then where we're at now, the only reason that number is so small is because they're not able to be purchased. They're not everywhere in stores. They're not readily available yet. I think that's the only reason we're even seeing this kind of like slow down at all. The price is a thing. That's not a topic that we're going to get into right now. But
no, we did a whole episode yesterday, guys. We did a whole episode yesterday about how the price changes. There is price changes. If you missed yesterday's episode, make sure to go back and check out the video feed of the podcast on YouTube, and it's on audio platform as well for you guys to enjoy. It's basically a full podcast. We just didn't do it live. And it's going over all the price increases / changes. They're all increases, nothing lowered. So all the price increases.
Except for the Switch 2 unit itself, which I want to... I don't think the price is what's keeping anyone away from this thing. Like, I don't think so at all.
I disagree with that.
Later,
I disagree with that, Drip.
It is?
It is keeping certain people away. It's not like it's keeping the people. Obviously, the people bought it. They're not keeping them away. I think you're thinking too much about the audience that already exists here. It's the fringe audience. The people who have a PS5, but they're interested in handheld, and they like the Switch 2, but they go, man, how can I justify a $450 tablet when I could just buy a second PS5 and put it in my house somewhere else? Or people who just don't. There's plenty of people out there. I don't think I really have to make the argument. I think there's plenty of people out there who look at the 450 and go, that's way too damn expensive no matter where you stand on. You could just have an Xbox Series S. You can go, man, I'm not doing that. I'm happy with my Series S. There's not a Nintendo game that interests me.
That's fine.
That
All
big
you
enough.
got to do is get a controller. I mean, you don't need a Switch. Just get that Xbox Series X, S. Just Velcro a screen to it. It's fine. It's like the same thing. They're like the same thing.
No, the price is it's expensive. It's $50 more than we all know. It's $50 more than they wanted to charge. We all know that.
Oh, 100%.
We all know that.
There's absolutely no way they wanted this thing to be $450 to start.
Because they didn't want to raise the prices of the Switch OLED and the Switch Switch V2 as it was, but they did. And anyway, this is not about the price, but we did that yesterday.
Yeah. No, my point is, I don't think the price is keeping that many people away. Clearly,
disagree. But yes, but you're not wrong in the premises that it's not a huge deal. It isn't a huge deal.
According to the sales, it's not that big of a deal.
No.
Clearly. Now, you're right. There are those outliers that are like, I'm not paying that. And that's fine. That's cool.
Because that's how you grow your business, Strip. That you get the fringe people who are probably going to get one.
You're
but then,
right. But
that's,
you know how else you grow your business, Jeeb?
How is that?
You put games on that platform that people want to play.
Yeah, ask the Xbox
which
how
Nintendo
that's
showed
going.
us. Nintendo showed us those games in the very first Direct. Games like Elden Ring. Games like, give me a couple others.
Doom of the Dark
what are the
Ages.
others that we saw in that? No, we did not see that.
Oh, games that we saw. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think is what we saw.
No, remake. We didn't see Rebirth.
It was a remake. Okay, with a remake. We saw.
Okay, so there's two big ones right there. That
we saw Silk Song in the Direct.
Okay, let's go with that.
Highly anticipated.
So these are games we've seen Nintendo show us. Yet here we are. And again, I'm comparing this to the Switch 1 release. We're 2 months in, and those are big games. And they're big for several reasons. One, because they're heavy hitters on other platforms. Two, because previously, before, right now, with the Switch 2, those weren't even close to possible to be on a Nintendo platform. They weren't even close. There's no way those games could have been on the Switch 1.
No.
I mean, there is, but I mean, nobody's going to play those. Like, everybody, no, you don't want to do that. You see stuff like Hogwarts Legacy come over to the Switch 2 now. Runs great, looks good, very, very acceptable. They showed us those, and then they just were like, never mind. Okay, we'll see you later.
And we've heard nothing.
It's going to fade in. We've heard nothing. We don't have release date, and to an extent, I still think that's kind of okay. But I feel like those are the games, and I think you'll probably agree with me when I say this. I think those are the games that should have been, if not release games, close to it.
Yeah, because let's talk about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was the launch game, third party, and it kind of turns out to be the only. I mean, Hogwarts was there. Give it its credit, but not quite a heavy hitter as like Elden Ring in terms of wide popularity.
Yeah,
and an audience like, oh hey, another one. Why did we not hear about Dustbloods last week?
Yeah,
not even a reminder. Not even a reminder that it exists.
Yeah,
it's supposed to come out this year.
I will say this.
It's supposed to come out this year.
I know, and I'll say this. I think that maybe I did it to you, but I think I hyped up what the new partner direct was going to be.
No. Don't.
I
don't want you to think that, because I had this expectation. I myself had this expectation that this first partner direct was going to be the show. We talked about this on the phone the other day. That it was going to be a showcase for what the Switch 2 can do that the Switch 1 could not do. And they already.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like.
And we already got a taste of that.
The partner showcase started showing. Yeah,
like you mentioned, Elden Ring was a taste of that. It's like we could not dream of Elden Ring in the Switch 1, and we got the taste of it in the first Switch Direct where we saw Elden Ring. And we were like, okay, partner direct's coming. We're going to hear about Elden Ring. Why wouldn't we hear about it? It's a big heavy hitter that we could never dream of on Switch 1. And now here we are, the first partner direct for Switch 2, focusing on partners, okay? Who people like Elden Ring, people like Microsoft, people like maybe Sony, because they're putting their games out there to people right now. I mean, and plenty of other third-party devs that are huge. And we really didn't get a whole lot besides like if it wasn't for Square Enix.
Correction, Dust Bloods was 2026 from the beginning.
My apologies. Thank you for correcting me, Mega Boy. Still need to hear about a date on it, but maybe it wasn't as necessary as I let on. What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought.
Either way, I get your point. The point is, we thought these partner directs were going to be a more significant thing in the Switch 2 era, and they still could be. They still could be. But this one was not that.
No.
I mean, maybe they still are just saving this type of stuff for main directs, which is fine. But
yes. Let me finish my thought. Thank you, Mega Boy. You're the best. If it wasn't for Square Enix, where's that partner direct? I mean, it's probably one of the worst directs they've ever done. I mean,
we had our age of imprisonment.
Nothing burger. It was a nothing burger.
Yeah, they didn't give us a date.
You could say that, we heard some music, we saw some information that wasn't related to the date, but that's okay because we got to see it at least. That's good enough for me. No, it's not good enough for me. Not good enough for me at all. I want more information, and mainly the information. When's it coming out? I'll wait for the game. If it's 2026, I'll wait for it.
October.
I'll wait for it, but man.
Yeah, we'll talk about
to tease it, to tickle our little toesies last week, and then not give us the deed.
And no information. I know.
Nothing. I mean, like, come on, man. Okay,
that was the one. I was like, because we talked about the night before.
Feast theme. Okay, thanks, Nintendo. But when?
Yeah, well, we talked about that the night before. I was like, this is gonna be the one, like Nintendo prop for sure. Like, we're gonna get that. It's gonna be there, and it was. And like, of course, like, oh yeah, they're gonna give us a date. No, they didn't, which was very strange, but again, that's main direct stuff. It is. I mean, I think maybe I gave the partner direct a little too much credit, and that's fine. That's fine. So let's talk about. That's kind of where we're at.
Yeah,
that's where we're at. Let's talk about. Where we thought we'd be a little bit more. And let's go into like what could happen, because there's a lot of things that could be going on here. I mean, I want to talk about one thing specifically that I thought we would have on the Switch 2 that we didn't have on Switch 1. Actually, we did have some of it on Switch 1, and we don't even have that on Switch 2. I'm going with the apps.
Oh my goodness, Drip. Apps.
I gotta, dude, like,
Let's specify. Like Disney Plus,
same time,
HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube.
I don't know. Maybe that one that was on Switch 1, YouTube. That doesn't work on Switch 2.
No YouTube.
There's nothing.
What?
Like, that was the one thing with this console generation. I was like, okay, they made their point. It's not a tablet. They don't want the apps. Fine. That's cool.
Wrong.
We're over it. We're over that.
They're wrong.
I thought.
You can't make an 8-inch screen. Talk about tabletop mode. Listen, Drip. I want it. Now, luckily, Miss Jeeb and I purchased an iPad last year, so it's not like we don't need that anymore like we used to. But like, I don't want to use my phone screen to watch if I'm out and about. Like at a hotel, for example, like when we were at a hotel it was a few months ago. I didn't want to watch what was on the hotel television, right? It didn't have the Chromecast in there, so I couldn't cast my YouTube or whatever. So like using our phones or screens for media. I brought my Switch with me though, and how nice it would have been to just use that. But luckily, like I said, we have an iPad, so that's great. But not everyone has an iPad, okay? It'd be really nice to just, if you bought your Switch 2, right? That's what you spent your big money on that. You can't afford an iPad. You bought a $500 gaming console. It goes in the go. Great. 8-inch screen, perfect. Great. Kickstand that works, great. Oh, I just took off the case. I thought I was opening a kickstand. Perfect. Okay? No, 8-inch screen, 1080p would look amazing with some Netflix, with some Disney Plus. Why not, Drip?
I really thought that. I mean, we could still get it. I just figured we'd have it. I figured that was going to be something we saw in the original.
You think we're still going to get it?
The original.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I think it's still possible at this point.
I think it's still possible. Sure, but
YouTube was on it.
Likely?
Yeah.
No, it's not likely.
I think we'll probably get some.
Why in the good
who knows?
Lord's name would they release it years down the line after it comes out? What's taking so long to port it?
Think about this.
It's
they
an
released
app, man.
Twitch. They released Twitch on the Switch, what, 4 years in?
I think it's just like how themes are never coming. It's a dream. Themes are never coming. Quote me on this.
I think they are.
Quote me on this. Themes are never coming. On Switch 2, never coming. Maybe a refresh later with.
Oh yeah, we got a bet to get to as well. I forgot about that.
What's the? I forget all about it.
We got a bet.
What's this bet?
Your Metroid Prime 4 bullshit.
Well, we're gonna talk about Metroid Prime. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that now. We're gonna talk about that at the end. But
yeah.
I'm not letting that go. Anyway, you're right. This could never happen. But I figured we'd be here. Another one, like the biggest one that is the craziest surprise to me at this point, with all the talk and everything that's supposed to be happening. Where the fuck is Microsoft?
Oh my God.
Like, where the fuck is Microsoft? I thought that was supposed to be like the big thing.
And this
like
partner
Microsoft's
direct
gonna have so much support for this, and
Nintendo selects.
They've been nowhere.
Microsoft. Oh wait, reports are they're backing out. No Microsoft. I wouldn't do my joke. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's like the biggest surprise to me so far. Of everything that's happened with the Switch 2 so far in the first 2 months, the fact that we have not heard a word from Microsoft about any of this, because we know they're going to back this thing. We know they are. And it may be that is a big thing. It could be a general direct thing that we haven't had yet, which we will eventually. But like, dude, Halo. Master Chief Collection. That was one that's been rumored.
Yeah. I'm hearing, speaking of rumors,
the ones that are already on other platforms.
I'm hearing
Indiana Jones.
I'm hearing rumors that I was trying to get it out and I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Bad night for that. Technical issues. My brain technical issues.
Forza Horizon 5, another one. Already on Sony.
Yeah. Oh, rumors that Microsoft doesn't even have a dev kit. That's where I was going. Rumors that Microsoft doesn't even have a dev kit.
That's going to be real fucking hard for me to believe. That's going to be real fucking hard for me to believe. But I don't know. Those rumors are out there that some dev kits have not made it around. But I mean, Microsoft, really? Come on. They've got one.
It's not as crazy as you think, Drip. It's really just one easy thing to sum it up why it would make sense. Now, it's not. I don't see. It's obviously not competition. It's going to cost more than twice as much as the Switch 2. But there's that ROG Ally that is Xbox branded, and the way it kind of works in my brain, how it's working, that relationship is that Microsoft is kind of funding ROG to get this done. Like Microsoft is providing funds to get this done.
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort,
right? So obviously ROG is making it, but Microsoft is the sugar daddy. You just hand Microsoft a dev kit for Switch 2. They can go, hey, ROG, check this out. And one thing leads to another, Drip. In a few years, ROG could be purchased by Microsoft. Just gobbled right up. And they could continue doing business as usual, but they can take what they bought from ROG and make it into Microsoft's handheld future. And you just gave them years before that happens. Years before that happens, you gave ROG. By giving Microsoft dev kit, you kind of give ROG access to your Switch 2. Where
and you know what? Usually I'm like, you're a paranoid bastard, but
no, it's just
in this situation, your mind is working exactly like Nintendo's mind would work because they're also paranoid bastards. So who knows? You may be right. All right, so that's basically where we thought we'd be, where we're at now. Is there anything else you want to add to that as far as like what you think should have been happening by now? Because I feel like we covered most of it.
Well, I mean, you kind of covered just about everything, but let me just say this. At launch, we did not get what I was expecting. 2 months in, looking back,
hell no.
We did not get anything that I was expecting. I was expecting Metroid Prime to be... You said
Prime 4.
Prime 4 was going to be the launch title alongside of something else. What launched? Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
And then
Which is not crazy.
No.
That's not crazy.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, we're going to go into this right now, too. We're going to take a little bit of a side road here.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to talk about Metroid Prime 4 for just a second.
Yes.
Now, there's a little bit of a little buzz out here. Nintendo's saying that's still a 2025 game.
It's a rumor, guys.
New information.
It's a rumor.
No release date. But it's still going to be a 2025 game. Now, this is a conversation Jeeb and I had yesterday. I think when we were recording this video.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch that if you want.
Please
but
do.
I told Jeeb, I would bet him literally anything that the thing that he thinks about Metroid Prime 4 is wrong. I will bet him literally anything. He can name it. I've already agreed to it. I don't care what it is. I will. It's fine.
Can't wait to acquire a house, Strip. That's going to be a great day for me.
That's fine. I'll
you
bet
kid on the
my
street.
house. But you better have something in equivalent to put up for it when you're wrong.
Well, what's first of all, what do you? I kind of forget what I even said exactly. I think I do remember, but what do you remember?
Told
what do you
me
remember
that
me
at this
saying?
point, you think with the time left in this year and the way that they have been marketing this and what they've done in the past with Metroid Prime as a franchise, that you think this is a shadow drop.
I said it's possible, and I said I'd be willing to.
Possible. I said I'd bet you anything.
I said I'd be willing to bet because I'm confident about it, but I'm not necessarily like guarantee this is. I'm not proclaiming. I'm not proclaiming that.
So
Metroid,
you don't want me to put my house up on this?
No, I'm not claiming that Metroid Prime 4 is a shadow drop game. 100%. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, and I think I remember this too. What I was saying, and I agree with myself now. Not if there's a direct announcement in August at some point, which is being rumored to be a case. Another one. This month in August, I'm not. All bets are off. Yeah. It could still be like if there's a full direct in August, and they talk about Prime, not a shadow drop. Not a shadow drop. I'm saying from the perspective
of if it's in September
or later, if there's a direct, I think the chances that it becomes a shadow drop situation extremely likely.
Like I said,
because we're hearing Nintendo still intends to release it in 2025. My logic is September is only 4 months away from the end of the year. And they're not going to release it in December. And they're most likely not going to release it in November either because we're getting 2 games. Because is Pokemon September or is it?
I was about to ask you. No, Pokemon is. That's a good question. Give me that date. I want that date first before I say anything.
What's that game called? Pokemon. What's that game called?
Pokemon, not going to be that good. Switch 2 edition.
Release date October. So Pokemon's October. I could tell
December?
you,
it could be early,
it's not
December 3rd,
December,
something like that.
It's not going to be October. And if you recall, September is the month before October. October is more likely because Pokemon Company and Nintendo are, while they're running parallel lines, they're not the same company. So I could see a world where it's October. But are they really? Are they really? You were trying, Drip. You were trying to make the argument to me that Nintendo needs time to boost this game.
Right. They've started the marketing.
And they cannot release it in December, Drip. That'd be a death sentence for a video game because people already start their shopping before then. Nintendo not going to release a game in December. It's not going to happen.
But if their last big release wasn't it like what's in? Okay, we got October, right? Correct? October is Pokemon?
Yes, October 16th.
What's November? Is there a big one in November?
Probably going to be Age of Calamity. I'm sorry, the new one, the Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, Age of Imprisonment. I actually agree. But is that big enough to fuck with Pokemon or Metroid Prime 4? In our world, yes. But in like the grand scheme of things, no. So think about like a December. December 4th is a Thursday. It's the earliest Thursday in December.
They're not gonna do it.
We can see Prime 4 then.
They're not gonna do it. It would defy all logic I have about Nintendo if they did that.
Which they do every single time they fucking
You're not wrong
mouth.
when you say that either. I'm not saying that I can't be wrong. I would just be shocked is all I'm saying if they did something like that.
All right.
Because it would defy everything I understand about how they're running their business. They want to make money. money.
Which is why it's crazy
and
to me
December,
that
while
talking about doing this year.
You have to think about it from a business owner perspective. And then this business owner is expecting this game to sell during the holiday season. You're missing, and this holiday season sales, like the holiday season buying time starts well before December. It's like October is like the latest it starts. I would say September is when holiday shopping starts for a lot of people because we have to budget, especially these days. Everybody knows how high prices are right now. We have to budget the crap out of things. You're going to start buying Christmas presents in September. If some of you have already probably started buying Christmas presents. And Nintendo goes, December 4th is when the game's coming out, unless they do it super early, like in August. Maybe there's a world where they can release a game in December.
Or early September.
Where they give us to it. If they give information to us early enough, they could go, listen, don't buy this game, or don't go buy those shoes for her. She's going to want to buy Metroid, and it's coming out December 4th, and they let us know months in advance. We're getting to the point. I'm saying if we're running out of time for it to be a 2025 game. But if they decide to blow our minds, they could do so. If it's a September Direct or later, they've already done it. I know it was a remaster. I get it. But that remaster was absolutely spectacularly incredible. Okay? Is this not just like, Nintendo Shadow dropped the rope simulation game that they put out in COVID? Like, oh, how fun.
How did it sell?
No.
I know it sold fine, but how did it sell?
Prime Remaster did not sell well in terms of brand scheme. I think it sold like 3 million.
And do you want to put that type of pressure on a game that you do want to sell crazy good?
I think it didn't sell well because it was a remaster of a game of a franchise that's irrelevant for 20 years. Don't put that on. I wouldn't say don't put the sales numbers on to Prime 4 because it's been a
just because
it's been
I agree.
The three
Shadow drop something.
Hold on, Drew. I'm gonna get yelled at. I'm gonna be yelled at because I said it again like I did last week. I'm saying the 3D format game has been dead for 20 years. I'm not saying because I was corrected before that the 2D stuff has been coming out as early as 2021 when Dread came out.
Dread was amazing. Yeah. Plus they had 3DS 2D. So
yeah, but Metroid is not huge. But this Metroid game
we're gonna make an official bet on this. We're gonna by next week we will have an official bet on this. I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll talk about it. We're gonna have a bet on this. We're gonna see. We're gonna put the parameters down. I know it's a huge detour from what we're supposed to be talking about, but I think that's an interesting thing that you are in that camp because I don't think it's possible. I don't think they would do that.
I want to bring this up too, bit quickly. I brought this up on the phone, and we're not close enough to where I'm going to start crying panic out to the world. But I'm going to say this on the podcast because I told you this on the phone already.
Yeah.
There's a chance that the Switch 2 could fail. Because here's the logic. We've already talked about this. And when I say fail, I just mean not meet the expectation that everybody kind of had.
We're not there. No, you're right. We're not there yet. Like 6 million, that's great.
That it broke we all expected it to break records, but we expected to break records.
That does not mean it could fall off a fucking cliff.
I didn't even finish I didn't get my thought out yet. I know you heard it.
Go.
But like, let me tell the people.
Go.
Again, this is not. I'm not.
You're right.
I'm not currently ringing the bell, guys. I was touching my bell when it happened. I'm not ringing the bell. Okay, I'm not ringing the bell yet. I'm just saying. We had this partner direct. Where was the games? Now you may say, Jeeb, oh, there was games. You just didn't like them. True. Although Elliot, turns out, love it. Gonna buy it. Day one.
Also, not really high selling games.
No.
In any capacity.
Well, everybody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about Elden Ring. And this is just what's in front of me. We wrote it earlier. Elden Ring, Doom: The Dark Ages, Halo, Call of Duty, Microsoft games.
Call of Duty, a fucking contractually obligated game to be on the Switch 2. We still have not seen it yet.
Name me some big third-party developers. Square.
We did Square. Yeah,
Square. Insert big third-party developer. I'm not talking about first-party games right now.
Ubisoft. Yeah,
Ubisoft.
They had
where were they
shit. That Star Wars game, but
no, that's all old stuff too. That's all old stuff too.
There's Assassin's Creed games.
Let me finish.
New Assassin's Creed games.
I'm gonna forget it. I need to get it
rated for the Switch. I need
to get it out.
I know. Forget.
It's not just the games. I named a bunch of games that already exist that we want ported, right? I'm also referring to games that have not been released yet, have not had announced dates, like Dustblood's got one.
Yeah.
But just I'm not going to focus on I'm not going to focus on those. I want to focus on the games that we know what we want on Switch 2. All the big ones. Including, like we said earlier in the podcast, the ones that were already announced in the last Direct.
Let's go Rockstar.
Where they at? 2 months. Guys, this is not early anymore. 2 months. 2 months. Okay? Again, and I'm not ringing the bell, but I'm just saying, we can get to the point where in 2 months from now, in month 4, if we had
Wait, what month did I tell you the other day on the phone where I was going to say, okay?
Month 4. It was October. We both agreed on October.
October. Okay.
If October comes and we do or don't have whether we do or don't have a Nintendo Direct is irrelevant. If we do have one, well, if we don't have one, that's a big red flag, obviously. No need to say that. 4 months in, no Nintendo Direct, that's a red flag. But if was a Nintendo Direct by October, and once again, they ignored some things that they already talked about, and they don't announce anything new, and they just kind of rely on Square to go, hey, can Final Fantasy 4700,000, you want to put that one out again for the 15th time? Like they just did? Or like, hey, Square, got anything brand new you want to work on? That you want to just announce real quick? If we don't see anything huge.
You know with them, Final Fantasy.
And I'm just talking, guys. I'm just talking about first party.
Final Fantasy VII remake.
I'm just
talking. Where is it?
I'm just talking about third party. I'm not having even mentioned first party yet. I keep mixing up. I'm sorry, guys. I have not mentioned first party yet. We talk about third party here. First party from Nintendo. If we haven't gotten Metroid by October and then a date,
at least a date.
Or if the date is in 2026, that's still a problem because that means there's issues happening that they're pushing.
I don't think that's as big of an issue as nothing.
It's right, but it's just it's adding on. Like what I said on the phone, everything's kind of adding on. It's piling on right now. With the pile is only this big right now.
We're in an area where this could go. Yeah,
the pile is nothing.
This could go down one side of the hill or the other side of the hill.
We could in 2 weeks' time.
We don't know which way it's going to fall.
As early as 2 weeks from now, we could be laughing about this, which is why I'm not ringing the bell. Okay, so I'm not ringing it.
Right. Yeah.
But in 2 weeks, everything could change and whatever. Chief thought for a moment this could be a. If in 2 months we don't get anything huge from a Nintendo Direct or no Nintendo Direct at all, and we don't get any updates for things that have already been announced, especially the ones that have been 2025 that we're still waiting for dates for.
We will.
If we don't,
we will.
A lot of us said Donald Trump wouldn't be elected again.
Well, I don't even think it's that black and white.
Then he was.
Honestly.
Huh?
I don't think it's even that black and white. Like you're talking about if we don't have dates for all these things, like I think even if we have dates for a few of these things, but there's a certain point where it's like, okay, that's still not enough.
Yeah.
Like they could, like, it's fine. They could give us some of this information, some of that information, but like I think at this point right now we're pretty far behind, especially if you look back at Switch 1. Again, I'm going to go back to the beginning of this conversation. I'm going to say that was a completely different scenario. Nintendo had to come out of the gates absolutely swinging, and they did. They are not in that position right now. They don't have to. But let me actually, I don't even have to ask you. I'll tell you. What's that done for companies in the past?
What's what done?
The Xboxes who've won a console generation going into the next.
360 going into Xbox One.
The shit.
Big failure.
Yeah. Because they were sitting up on there, we're fine. We just need to chill out and just do our thing. Like, no.
Oh, there's been one constant.
That ain't the way to do it.
There's been one constant at PlayStation. Has been the constant since they've released consoles.
I mean, PlayStation 3 was a wreck in the beginning. It was a wreck. It was an absolute wreck. It was way too expensive. It was not doing things it needed to do. It was not there. But they
it wasn't a failure.
Right.
It wasn't a failure.
They came back with PS4, but I mean, even at the end of the PS4 era, you kind of looked at Sony and you were like, calm down. Don't get excited. Don't do that thing. And they didn't. They were fine. But this is a historical thing that we've seen these companies do a few times. I just hope Nintendo's
like Spartan
not
said,
going to fall into that trap right now.
Like Spartan said, you're ignoring my point because, like Spartan said, they corrected the ship. Like they did make mistakes and they corrected it, and the PS3 has gone down to be a great console.
They did. They corrected it.
Also, because the PS3 was a great console. Period. The Xbox One was supposed to be focused. It was fucked from the beginning. There was no fixing that. It was so bad, Drip, that they still haven't recovered, and it's been 13 years. 14 years?
They recovered slightly with that, but I mean,
no, they did not. No. Hold on. Hold your phone. Don't say that dumb shit again. They did not. They didn't fix anything. They released Game Pass, which is a service.
They've done what they needed to do to make things work.
They made an Xbox Series S and X, which are great consoles, on their hardware. But the games, where are they at? All Microsoft does is buy other studios.
No, they're coming out now. I'll give them that. No. You could say that last year.
What's coming out?
They are actually starting to release games.
What's coming out? Grounded?
Coming. All the stuff that's been talked about for years is starting to come out.
What's that? Where's Halo?
I don't.
Where's their big IP? Where is the Xbox game strip? I don't want to hear about Bethesda, what they're doing for them. I don't want to hear about.
I mean, that's why they bought them,
From Software. I don't want to. That doesn't count. You can't just buy, like, that's like saying in like all the movies that we see, like rich guy, like, oh, this is going my way, let me just buy my way to victory, like you know what I mean? Like, that's not how this works. Like, it maybe with successful business wise, making money wise, it works. Yeah, they're gonna make more money. Their business is gonna keep surviving if they make good investments. I'm not saying making good investments is a bad thing. I'm saying Microsoft Studios. Where you at? You had the biggest game of the 21st century when the 21st century was a thing. Halo was it. Halo was it. I mean, where is it at?
Besides all that, point is, I just don't want Nintendo. I'm hoping that we don't watch Nintendo fall into a trap like that. Like where they just sit on things and they get way too cautious and they think they can wait.
Complacency, Drip. Complacency.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. That's my worry. So we are going to, we'll put a pin in it. We'll come back to this exact topic in October.
I'm ready to go 4 more rounds, man. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna get Microsoft. As an Xbox kid,
we will put a pin in this right now.
As an Xbox kid who's upset,
and we will say,
I'm upset about where Xbox is right now.
Let me ask you this, just to round this out in this podcast. What do you need to see from Nintendo in the next 2 months, now to October?
A Nintendo Direct where they announced not only their own first-party games that have already been announced with dates, but also announced the third-party stuff that they said was coming, give those release dates as well. That's just doing the bare minimum, guys. A Nintendo Direct with first-party Nintendo games and updating us on what third-party stuff that's already been announced is just the bare minimum. What we need to see after that is forward progressive thinking.
So we're both agreeing that bare minimum is necessary. What else?
Progressive, like moving on to like what's next. Then we already know about what's coming. We just don't know when it's coming. So update us on that. Update.
But what? Give me a thing. What's the thing if you don't see?
Hey, let me scroll back. I'm gonna scroll back right here, Drip.
I'll tell you what my biggest thing is.
I'm telling you, hold on. Let me tell you.
My biggest thing is Microsoft. I think that's the biggest player as far as third parties are going to happen on the Switch too. I think it is a massive, massive thing. I think everything that's going to happen with Microsoft and them starting to do the other platforms, the Sonys, that I think not only is Switch probably going to be their biggest place that they want to put those games, I think it's going to be the most important. And I think it's going to be very important for Nintendo too. I think this is going to be huge. So if I don't see that soon, I am going to start to be a little concerned about what that actually is. Because I feel like, in my head at least, that is one of the key things that's going to happen to the Nintendo Switch 2 in this generation. Like, what's going to happen is Microsoft putting big, heavy hitters out, but they also come to the Switch 2. I think it's very, very, very important. That's probably the most important thing to me. I think as far as third parties go, that's massive. They need it. Not that Nintendo's like hurting, but like, dude, you're going to the fucking stratosphere if you get fucking Halo on the Switch 2. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. It's done. It's done.
I want to answer your question.
Please do.
And to answer your question, I'm going to refer to the list that I created of not unrealistic, but realistic expectations. Not every single thing, but some of these realistic expectations to see it that partner direct we just saw and came and went. Marvel Rivals, Red Dead, Age of Imprisonment, Master Chief Collection, Jedi games, Final Fantasy games, ones that have already been announced and ones and additional ones. Hades 2, NBA 2K26. Has that been announced yet for Switch 2? Do we know? I don't think it has been. That season starts in a couple months, guys. Elden Ring, Dustbloods, Silk Song, hello, Expedition 33, the game of the year that can easily run on this platform. Anything.
Yeah, it'll be
and I mean,
you'll get the game of the year edition on
and I
Switch.
mean anything Xbox and Sony. Grounded 2 just came out. I mean, and this is just stuff that I thought was realistic to be in this partner direct. And we didn't get any of it. Age of Imprisonment, we got information. No release date.
It's interesting.
Hello? Hello? Is this phone working? Hello? Nintendo, where the fuck are you at? What's going on over there, guys? That's all I'm saying. Is that the pile is this big, right? And my little fingies right here. I got tiny little hands, right? So the chat says.
You do. They're
tiny,
so small.
Tiny
They're
little
so
hands.
Weirdly small.
It could
Hashtag Jeep has tiny hands.
It could be this big. My big hands now. It could be huge.
That camera's making that look really huge. That's like a third of a quarter of an inch.
You're going to catch these fists if you don't like this stream and enjoy the content we just put out. That's right. I said it. You're going to catch this right here. Hold a Whopper.
Jeep, hold a Whopper.
I can hold an Amiibo.
Be like, a Whopper. No, a Whopper. You need a Whopper.
I don't have a Whopper. I would love to do that.
Be like this. Just the Whopper.
I got my teeny. I get my bush apple. Guys, again, I'm really playing it up for entertainment and content right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not panicking. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not there either.
There is a spark right now, and the pile of leaves and the logs are being set as we speak. They're gathering the leaves and the twigs, and the fire starter is being purchased at Menards as we speak. Okay,
we gotta cut this guy off and run him off the interstate so he doesn't make it back to the house. That's all. That's all we gotta do.
Yeah,
we gotta make sure we run this guy off the road.
Yeah. In the meantime, everyone enjoy your Switches, guys. Like we had that troll in the chat earlier. He's probably still hanging around because that's what trolls do. This thing's great.
Oh yeah, he was saying shit. He's still here. I appreciate you.
This thing is great. Okay, this system is great. We all love this thing here. That's why we're here, except for the trolls. We love this thing, and we want it to succeed. And I also want to play the damn games I want to play. Like, the reason I wanted a Switch 2 with more power was not to wait months or years for all these things to come out. It was for them to fucking fire sale Marvel Rivals, Red Dead,
you're right.
Master Chief, Jedi games, and Hades 2,
add to that.
Elden Ring. Where are they at? What am I? What did I buy this for? Let me yell more. Why? What did I buy this for? What did I buy this for?
Do you know why?
I didn't buy it for Mario Kart, Donkey Kong. No offense.
Listen, I'm good with those right now. But like, do you know why I was like, that looks good. I'm gonna wait. That looks good. I'm gonna wait. That looks great. Want to play that? I'm gonna wait. You know why I did that, Jeep?
Switch 2.
That's why. Right there. That's why. Because I was hoping this is what it was gonna be, and it's here, and it's fucking ready to go. So, Nintendo, take my fucking money and make me be happy that I waited to not play a bunch of these games that I wanted to play so I can play them on your fucking system. Let's do it.
If you've been a listener to this show for a long time, you know that 2024 was supposed to be the year the Switch 2 was coming out. And it got delayed Unofficially, of course, none of that was official. But we all know. We were all there for it. We were following the stories. We were here together on the podcast informing you. Of course, we don't know for sure, but we were pretty sure that this thing was supposed to come out in 2024. And the biggest reason why it was being pushed to the next year was so devs can get the dev kits in their hands and start making games, building a catalog to fire sale Switch 2. And we had that in our mind for 2025, the whole year, to hold this over. So when it finally dropped, which it did in January 2025, we were so excited because we knew not just the games we wanted for Nintendo, but third-party games we were waiting for, that we were excited to. We were not promised. We did it to ourselves by promising it to ourselves, but what we were hoping were going to be there at the launch are not there. And now
let's pick it up, Nintendo. Let's pick it up. That's all we got to do. We just got to pick it up a little bit. I got 2 months. 2 months to wait. Let's see where we're at in 2 months.
This
we'll put a pin in this. We'll come back to it.
I'll use a sports reference. AJ Brown, great wide receiver for the Eagles. He's been having a bad day today. He's been dropping passes after left and right. You know what I mean? Like, he's having a bad day. No catches, negative yards. In fact, somehow he didn't catch a ball and has negative yards. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
And if I seem a bit agitated, yes.
He's gonna come out in the fourth quarter, and he's gonna show you why he's AJ Brown. And that's what I want to see. The next 2 months are the fourth quarter for Nintendo in a regular season game. We're not the playoffs yet. We're not, and it's not great. We're not getting wild here. We're just saying.
Oh, dude.
Next two months is the fourth quarter of a regular season game. Show me what you got. And if you don't show me what you got, we have problems. And that is the Drip G podcast this week. That's the show this week. We're gonna catch you guys in the next one. Are we doing an after show, Drip? Are we calling it?
You're absolutely not doing an after show.
We are calling it here, guys. Apologies if you're expecting an after show, but we're going to call it right here. So if you're listening to audio platforms or watching the VOD on YouTube.
A longer after show. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man.
And next week, we'll get you an extra one.
And chat, we're going to sign off for everybody all at the same time. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Click the like button. Watch yesterday's video if you did not watch yesterday's video.
Button, please.
We did a whole 30-minute podcast yesterday, about over 30 minutes of talking about the price increases and our thoughts about that. Check it all out.
I will, Mega. I'll look at it. Yeah,
love you guys.
I'll look at it.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Nintendo, every single show. Dreadlocks Zelda, cheatless is slow.